Hello, hello, hello. We're jumping back into Mildew Children today. It's going to be chapter 2. I'm going to put the content warning screen up, even though um, I couldn't find anything uh, you know, listing this as a mature game. It does contain um, some themes of uh, ritual sacrifice, folklore, horror. Um, the setting is one of, uh, from what we've seen so far, a village of children and young adults who have a lifestyle that involves the use of, I guess you would say, ritual sacrifice um, as they get older. And there's also talk of the dead coming back and things like that. Um, so just want to give some content warning there, and we will get to the game. Alright, so this is where it loaded. Um, okay. So at the end of the last chapter, we found out that the village had um, 4 witches that were needed for a specific ritual, like a protection ritual, I believe they said. Um, and somehow, one of those witches ended up dead. Um, it didn't really seem to specify, or at least I can't recall if it's specified, um, if she had passed of natural causes, um, if she had tried some kind of ritual and it went wrong, or if somebody attacked her. Um, but regardless, there are now 3, and they are trying to figure out how to perform this greater protection rite when it specifically said there needs to be 4 of them. Is there a way to form a ritual now? How? It's only 7 nights until the Dormition. Since ancient times, it's been led by 4 most capable witches. Where can we find a 4th? Can't do it without her. I tried to think what will happen to us if we fail. 4th death awakens. She'll devour every living thing. What am I supposed to do? Dear heart, as luck would have it, is fluttering again. So hard to breathe. It's just the last thing I need. If I won't pay any attention, it will go away in time. Not a single idea. No match for my brother. He would have known what to do. I won't solve anything myself, that's for sure. Larry was right. Seeking advice by the water is worth it. The Lord of the River holds all the answers. It seems the power of Ash Grey Tincture has faded. I could use some sorcerer's flame in my belly. After all, I'm a witch. What I do with no magic? On the other hand, yesterday I collapsed from exhaustion. The sorcery had no mercy on me. Interesting. I guess let's see. Which is our daily bread. What was the spell again? Quiet water, fresh and clear. Grant me wisdom beyond compare. Hearken the words that I utter. Reveal the answers, even if they cause me to shudder. um, okay. Pray, dear, tell me what to do. Why are you silent? Chirp something. I'll understand. I'm not stupid. Or don't you know yourself? Answer me. Don't let me down. No use. I can't believe it. If I turn to my brother after all, wealth could lend a hand to an accursed witch. You also think I should consult him. How do I explain it all to him without revealing witch's secrets? There's no way. It'll taint my soul and his too. 7 generations, 7 lives without joy for breaking Mother Nature's eternal foundations. Does it really matter? My failure now will doom the whole village, my dear brother included. I've decided then. Now I've got to hurry. I must ask whether he's ready to hear the secrets, whether he's willing to make that sacrifice. He'll say yes, there's no other way, because otherwise, no, there can be no otherwise. Let's see, let's look around first. really give me anything. Interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at the map. Uh, doesn't look like it's letting us talk to anybody. Um, okay, we're almost there. Nat, Curve, dead pale as ever. Our maimed brothers are more cheerful looking. That's the kind of courtesy you've got. How unfortunate. Should have stayed home longer. I see everything, little sister. Come, let's show you to the healer. Um, 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 Again, it's very difficult to pay attention to what's going on with the dialogue while trying to do these mini games to keep the main character, I guess, from having like some kind of anxiety attack. Losing a friend who she wondered. Knowing you'll be friends again in real life. Um, a broken spear can be replaced with a new one, but nothing can replace a sister. Tell me first, is this a worthy cause? Um, so he's agreeing to help. Uh, most important ritual led by four sisters. But with Iagon, there's only three of us. What can we do? No, come on. Give him time. Just. Oh, jeez, that was rough on my hand. I might. I'm still considering if I'm going to turn the mini game mechanic off, because again, it makes it difficult to read and do the character, try and do character voices and follow what's going along, um, while trying to get through that mini game. But at the same time, I feel like that's kind of the point of the mini games being the way they are. Um, that the character obviously has some kind of anxiety, like health issue thing that makes it difficult for them to get through interactions. Um, so I feel like it's done on purpose. It's not just made a certain way to be difficult. Um, I think it's purposefully geared that way to add to the main character's perspective and experience as you're trying to get through, um, the interactions. Sort of to, I guess, help you get an understanding of how the main character would feel during those times. Um, yeah, that doesn't necessarily make it good for streaming, but I'm trying my best here. One thing is certain, you do need to find a new witch, and I see only one way. You must teach some other girl your art. What? She'd have to give up on her purpose. Imagine what awaits her. Rejected by rejected her nature, turned to despicable witches. No one would wish such a fate. So again, there's this kind of um, I guess you could say confirmation that um, the confusion I was having a bit about where witches stand in the village. Uh, it's like this kind of gray area. That they have a purpose, they have a reason for being there, but they're not entirely accepted, or they're accepted to a degree. It's still a little strange. Um, unless she was born a witch. Could this be the solution I'm looking for? Even though it's unbelievable, but if any of us were reborn, she'd be the one to be taught. Such a thing is possible, right? Anyhow, it's at least a glimmer of hope in that endless darkness. Sparrow was right about going to my brother. You surprised me, little sister. You of all people to know, witches don't get to have a second birth. Yet, even if she lives, the witch will not know her true purpose. Maybe worth asking Little Grave, since her scythe liberates the soul and gives it the opportunity to reincarnate. You're right, it's worth a try. Let's see. Can I do something for you? Aid is always repaid with aid. Firstly, make your appearance to the healer. Also, can you enchant an amulet for me? Hmm. Damn, Lycus. Lyca, Lyca stole the prey from under my nose again. What will it be if I don't teach this fool a lesson? Go on a hunting game with him, my amulet is at stake, and I will lose. And he will get the stone I cursed. Yes, what a plan I've come up with, huh? Mm. I feel like the way she cares about trying to save the village and everything, like, she's very much. She would be very much against the idea of putting a curse on somebody like that. Um, I'm sorry, Nat, I can't go along with this. How about I enchant you the spears I did before? The spear lass won't help. Well, I'll rely on my own strength, as befits a tracker. Also, take care of your health, Kirk. Honestly, it pains me to see you in such a state. Accept my good fortune and will help in your quest. Thank you, Brother Hill. Get your fortune back once I find my sister. May the earth cover your tracks. May the earth cover our tracks. My heart is still trembling. Maybe there's no lost sister. What else is there to do? Cling to? Huh. Okay. So, If one gets his hands cut off for stealing, one's eyes pierced for seeing something he wasn't supposed to. Um, Thieves don't get blinded. The scoundrel would have peeping on the girls' riverside and been stealing things too. Shame on him. He knew the boys weren't allowed in there, yet he went for it nevertheless. So now he can't do his job as a tailor because he got caught, uh, I guess, peeping on the girls and was punished by the rest of the village. And now he has to kind of, I guess, beg. Um, but they said he also stole stuff, so they didn't really get into what specifically. Is there anybody else not going there? Where are we? So it won't let us go that way? Do we have to go? So I guess we have to go around the other way. Um, see, is there anybody else we can talk to on the way? Can't find her anywhere. Rotten luck. Seems she went to attend the dead. Maybe somebody knows where she went? I bet the kids saw something. Nothing to explore here. Hello, children. Have you seen where Little Grave is gone? We're not children to you. I'm the head of the bakery, and Prof. Four is the keeper of the pine mill. Uh-huh. Pine mill. The one that stands by the forest. Don't you insult us, or we'll bake you a special bread. You'll buy it at the market, eat it, and the mushrooms will grow in your mouth instead of teeth. Oh, hmm. Alright, from now on I'll eat only meat. That's a terrible idea. It's so wrong. It's instead if you eat a lot of meat, you'll be born a cow. Fine with that as long as I get the chance to be born again. Have you seen the death servant around here? The mortician mistress? Yes, we did. How could we not? She always sits here under the elm tree. No one should ever sit under the elm tree. Elm she hateth mankind. Everyone knows that. Can you tell me where she went? Uh-huh. Play Bull's Feast with us, and we'll teach you what we know. Only if you win. Hmm. You tell me the rules. You don't know how to play Bull's Feast? We have 6 animals. Chicken, calf, pig, lamb, sheep, goat. You need to guess which 3 I'm going to bring to the Bull's Feast, and in what order. If you guess the animal in the right place and order, it's 1 bull. Right animal in the wrong place is a cow. Yeah. So, let's see. It makes you think of those word games where you have to get like the letters correct, um, like to guess the word, but in like a certain number of tries, and it'll tell you like if you've guessed the correct letter and if you've guessed it in a correct space or not. Um, but let's see. So, okay. So one of those, let's see, is an animal in the right place. One of those is a correct animal in the correct space. Okay. So, bulls and 0 cats. Okay. So chicken seems to be the first one. And then either sheep or calf. Um, let's see. If you guess the animal in the right place, one bull. Okay. So chicken is correct. Not pig, not goat. Um, let's try. Okay. Yeah, because I figured lamb and sheep is kind of like too similar. And since we know it wouldn't be goat and pig, that only left calf, which we already had as that third spot. So tell me where the priestess went. The trackers called her, said their brother was killed by a wolf near the woods. So that's where you should go. Thank you, Honorable Runs. That's right. Alright, so we gotta go that way. And we can't go to the hall. Um, oh, I can talk to you now. Interesting. So, yeah. So we have to go around. So we can either go this way, or if we want to explore the village a little more, um, we can take the longer route and go around, which I kind of want to do, just to see um, who else we can interact with. Bosa, help! Your cursed sister has jinxed me. She got her eyes out like this and jinxed me. All of my insides are turning and shaking. Say likely the scoundrel talked her into it. The fool believes in the power of the evil eye. What an idiot. Still, easy things are not something to pass up. Will you pay me back? I have nothing. Spent all my fangs on amulets. Sorry, I got some background noise kicking in. Hopefully, it's not getting picked up too badly. Let me turn my fan on here as well. Um, Hi, you. Hi. Yeah. I won't conjure for nothing. Please. Mm. So, there's two things to consider. The way that they treat the witches um, could mean that if she says, fine, she'll do it, um, there's two ways that could go. Because I'm kind of leaning towards that one just because all the other choices feel like it's just the same thing, just saying no. Um, so that's the only one that really comes off differently. Now, if she says she'll do it, either the rest of the village will see that as a way of like, um, oh, they can just kind of take advantage of her, and maybe the other try and take advantage of the other witches, which not be good. The other way that it could resolve is that maybe this person will think like, okay, you did this for me when I said I didn't have anything to give you in return. I'll owe you something, and I'll come up later on. Um, Again, I'm leaning toward it more just because you're given five choices here, but the other four all pretty much just sound like variations of saying the same thing. So, um, close your eyes. Thank you, sorcerers. I can already feel how all the bad is pouring out of me. Ask anything you want. Hmm. Well, we know where she went, so we'll just say that. Um, let me see. So if we keep going straight, and then not the next south, but the one after. Yeah, you see, so sometimes they're asked for help, and sometimes they're like treated like as unwanted. So it's a kind of weird position they have in the village society. Oakbride, she won't drive the witch away out of contempt. After all, the purpose is to serve both people and gods equally. Their acorns are a symbol of the pursuit of life. Have you met the grave priestess here? She was crossing the river with a group of hunters just before noon. You shouldn't go there. They have blood on their hands. Thank you for the warning. Hmm. Um, okay, so keep going this way. Let's see. Greetings to you, toiler. It's not like I'm much of a toiler, is it? I'm. It's not even a toil. It's art. That's what it is. So I'm an art toiler. Sounds so funny, doesn't it? Art toiler, pot boiler. What are you doing here, by the way? Were you looking for me? Yeah, I came to ask you a question. A riddle again. You know I'm not good with them. No, not a riddle. You're the one who knows about all the rebirths. Yeah, well, I touch everyone with my scythe. Can't be reborn without it. Mind you, I don't remember everything. Only the wise stargazers can do that. How should I approach this? Hmm. I need to know if any witches have born during United Kingdom. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. Oh, maybe this one's different? Okay. So it looks like this minigame is different than the other one. So instead of needing to constantly press to get it to move back and forth, it depends on what choices you make in the script. Alright. There can't be a mystery where nothing's happened. Maybe the witch really is back. I would do anything to unravel that secret, but putting my friend in harm's way? It's a fool of him for not realizing it was off limits to her. Hmm. Tell me, shouldn't we witches know everything about ourselves and our sisters? Oof. You may be right. Tell me, I must know. Is she scared? How am I gonna convince her? Hmm. Let's see. just want to make sure it's safe. Um, if even one witch has been born that ill-fated day, she doesn't know her fate. She has to live someone else's life. Think of her at least. Oof. Dang. I'm really nervous because we already have it in the red, so should we keep going or back off? Um, I don't want to out the brother for knowing, because I feel like that would just put a target on his back. Um, yeah, let's pull it back a bit. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have bothered you with all the questions. Mm, I can't tell you about Iva. Uh, Iva? That can't be. Oh, Iva was born again? Curve, it can't. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. If I leave now, there won't be another chance. Or maybe somebody else knows her. Um, uh, I still can't believe it. I haven't accomplished anything. The little girl mentioned that she keeps a secret related to Iva. Does that mean she's alive? That Mother's alive? And wandering among us now, wearing a stranger's name. What if I'm mistaken? If there's no fourth witch, then why all the secrecy? What should I do? Mm, Iva could have been born again. After all, she was put to death. Maybe the little grave touched her lifeless body with her scythe, released her soul, and now she's afraid to tell me. What other kind of secret could there be? So, again, to go over the world setting here, from what we saw, um, their rebirth ritual includes the ritual sacrifice once they get to a certain age, and then, um, I guess in this case, Little Grave, although it could have been somebody else in previous times who wields that scythe, has to perform a ritual using it to mark them, which um, is how they determine, like, oh, they're going to be reborn. Um, but witches don't, they're not allowed to have their rebirth. So, um, so the what it's saying here is that essentially she's trying to figure out like what why Little Grave would be holding on to a secret regarding a reborn witch, um, beyond the fact that it's just not something that happens. Um, and it's kind of like her only guess is that, um, maybe Little Grave performed a transgression in helping a witch get reborn. Ivy lives. It's our only chance. There's something else to hope for. And I'll find her. Scribe knows the days of rebirth, and we inherited names on his scrolls. I must go to him in hopes of finding out who my mother was born as. She must be the first girl born under the third moon after her death. Okay. Um, where are we? Nope. Anything hidden over here? No. Okay. um, what are you doing? Another one. What are you looking at? Why would you stand over a well? I'm learning to fly, can't you see? That doesn't really make sense considering we just started a conversation. So, um, aren't you afraid to fall in? Nuh-uh. Any success? Like I'm gonna tell the first person I meet. Get off. Um, don't be silly. Get down. No way. And don't even look my way. You'll jinx me. Get out of here. Well, persuasion's clearly not my thing. Um, oh, I thought there was... Because it looks like there's a road there, but it won't let me take that path. Huh. Alright. Which is the last thing I need here? Um, you hit the whole circle of witches? When a warlock crosses the doorstep, expect a fire or worse. I've tolerated that attitude my whole life, but now it could doom hundreds of souls. Don't be hasty in your judgment. I really do need your help. Well, go on, tell me what's your urgent need. I need to learn her name, the Scrolls of Rebirth, because you want me to simply read Sacred Parchment to you, a witch, to read the names that are allowed to be known only by witches aren't permitted to even know that. Insolent brat. You have no idea how important it is. Get out, filthy wretch. Mm, or wench. Sorry. Um, let's save again. Um, so again, the way the character comes off, I don't think the second option would be um, what I would go for here. Because I feel like that's too harsh. Maybe the first one? Laying a finger on a maiden, I believe even a thoughtless ram like you realizes that follows for starting a strife. Don't you really fear the lords? What kind of maiden are you, frigid wench? Frigid? What does that even mean? And the mistress certainly won't protect you. I'll tell her you're stealing the scriptures. Whom do you think she'll believe? Last chance. Get out. Mm, so, I feel like if we stay, then he will actually go and start spreading rumors that he caught us stealing or something like that, which wouldn't really be helpful. Um, but I don't think trying to attack him, even if it's just like as an empty threat and like faking a curse, would help either, because then he'll be like, oh, they cursed me and this and that, which would just further push people to attack her. Um, um, why aren't witches allowed to read? What is happening to me? I've done so much harm in one day, and I dare to plant even more misdeeds. Perhaps Oaklet the Sage can read the scrolls for me, and he'll let me keep my secret as stargazers should. All that matters is that no one else sees me with the scrolls. I bet they never seen a witch holding a parchment before. I'll steal them at night then. No matter, all that's important is that I live, and I'll find you whatever it takes. Huh. Everyone should be sleeping soundly. Am I really doing this? Steal the skulls, let the sage read them, return them back, all making sure no one but the moon sees. Worth a try, but if they catch me, I'll lose my hands for sure, or eyes, or both. Not a fool. I'll not get caught. Mm, anything else? there's people there. I don't want to run into them. Shoot. Alright. Let's go back. I'll try to go around the other way. Shoot. She said everybody should be asleep, but it's not what's happening. I was hoping like it would be a thing of like, oh, um, oh, oh shoot, no, I do not want to run into Little Grave. Not right now. Door's locked. What now? Nothing. Oh. Can't tell there's no one in the room. Okay. Try to unlock the door. Alright. Okay. Clockwise, turn clockwise. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Stop right there. What do you think you're doing, huh? Turn the scroll at once. I really need to know the names of the scroll cycles. Help you read it, and please don't wake the scribe. No way. I'll call the master and he'll whip you right away. It's just one name. Are you someone's parent? Mm, then you don't need it. The whole village will be dead within a week unless I learn the name. It can't be true. You're a liar, that's for sure. Would I have done this reckless act in a different situation? The village is doomed if I fail. I'll do anything to save us. Oh, Lord Almighty. Take it, but make sure you return it. Imagine what will happen to me for the loss of a sacred item. Hi. Yes. I will. Got off easy. I hope the boy keeps his mouth shut. Alright. Oh, did I take it already? Okay. So it's on my hip, so now you gotta be careful. Um, so we have to go there. Okay. So now the part comes in about trying to avoid people. Okay. But there's somebody here too. Oh, I guess they're not near a torch, so maybe they can't see as well. Wine girl is here. Um, mm, again. Now we can cross here, maybe. Um, south, and then not this one. Hmm, interesting. Hal, is this the scroll of cycles? Must have lost your mind. Where did you get this? I must learn a name from it, but the scribe refused to read it. And you stole it without a second thought? Could I have done... What could I have done otherwise? I know it was a devious act, but there's no other way. I'll get the scroll back. Just help me first. Someone see you with it? Hmm, I think we should be honest. I beg you. I have no one else to turn to. Who also dare to help a castaway witch? I shouldn't have offered help to a thief. I turned thief not for gain, but for desperation. Sounds like something exceptionally interesting is brewing. You know, if a man, regardless of his kind, commits any immoral acts, no matter how horrible they would be, sooner or later he's destined to do an equal number of good deeds. We think this statement absurd, but believe me, this is how it always has been. These things happen all the time, though. They are often more than a generation late. That's a curious idea. But the judge doesn't know any of that. She's good at delivering swift punishment. I'm being clever. So, what do you need to know? A witch has to be born under a new moon. After the second cycle, when other mighty maidens are also born. Here's the scroll. Tell me the name of the one who was born on the third moon following the death of a witch called Iva 14 winters ago. Interesting. I wonder if his theory works both ways. The one who helps others much will later be the cause of much sorrow and misery. Terrifying. He's constantly stopping and studying notes. Does reading really take that long? Or is he just taking advantage of the moment? Hmm? What's in there? She's back on the fourth day of the fire wheel, born under the star of the Lamb. The name of the one you see, Aplusia, daughter of the mistress Adakina and her eldest heir. Curious coincidence. Horse all feeble. What's wrong with you? Disappointed? Couldn't be any worse. Mistress won't let me anywhere near her daughter. If she finds out her daughter's a witch by nature, she can't do that. How am I supposed to talk with my mother when an heiress is not allowed to leave her chambers until the coronation? Pounding uneven again. Every beat resonates all the way to the top of my head. I feel the cold again. Hey, why are you shivering? I'm... Thank you, wisest one, for your kindness. I'll be going. Turn the scroll. Please be careful with it. Old parchments are easily damaged. May the earth cover your tracks. Go quickly. Okay. Um. So. Oh. Nope. Did the boy give me up? Done for. What am I supposed to tell them? That I'm heading to see the stargazer? Stupid. I'm already the other way. Should I say I'm going to see the scribe? Um. It's none of your business. If I'm carrying it, it means I have to. You don't sound very confident. Are you trying to fool us? You're a witch. Witches can't read. You stole it. I bet you did. Admit it. Um. Shoot. The scroll should be on the scribe's desk by now. How much longer are you going to hold me up? So you're taking it to the scribe? Why didn't you say so in the first place? Come on, we'll take you to the hut. Who knows what may happen here? It's night after all. So you keep standing there? Hurry up. Something I can do. Got myself into trouble. What am I supposed to do now? I hope they won't wake the scribe and just leave as soon as we get to the house. Is it possible to drive him away? Um, well, okay, so we do have to go through the village. Mm. What's your name, girl? I guess. My name's Connolly. You better remember that name. Probably met my brother, the baker. His name was Connolly, too. Interesting. Are you mad at us, Careful? Um, no, why would you think that? Are you afraid of wandering at night? Short nights like this bring all kinds of evil out of the woods. Why would you ask her that? Darkness no doubt makes her happy. All the forest fiends are her very kin. Darkness is a witch's eternal friend. That's what I was taught. Mm, yeah. Fosa, Oaklet, why do you still carry this scroll? Didn't I instruct you to take it back at once? 1,000 apologies. It's our fault for holding up your assistant. Well done, you helped a lot. Now I'll have to explain myself to the scribe. Excuse us, fools. We meant no harm. Get out of my sight, you idiots. Don't be angry with us, Stargazer. We've done everything in good conscience. Go on your way. Managed to find yourself surrounded by curious eyes and ears. What have you told them? Told them I was taking the scroll to the scribe, nothing more. You should have taken them to me rather than risk it. Very rash of you. Alright, they'll forget the whole incident in a day, no doubt. I have a feeling things are going to change for us after tonight. Stars have announced their decision. Moon's light has faded, and lords are favoring knaves again. Look, Splinter's burning. Knockos is waiting for you. I thank you. I dread to think what would have happened if you hadn't come to my aid. I was doing what is appropriate for a stargazer, following the stars. Today, you unveil great mysteries. May the earth cover your tracks. Be careful with that kind of farewell. It's good you brought it back. Be quiet. In the end, what you did was a bad thing. By the way, the stars saw all that wickedness. There they are, still gazing through the window. Tomorrow they'll tell everybody about you, and the punishment will follow. And I'll cry for not listening to me. I know it, and I'm ready to endure whatever they have prepared for me. That's a bad idea. I would hide if I were you. Take a cellar, for instance. Stars can't find you there. Fortunately, I don't have time. Take a scroll. Don't say a word to the scribe. I'll keep my mouth shut. One more thing. Master's fallen ill. Is that your doing? Uh, no. I have nothing to do with that. I was afraid you were going to cast a spell on me, too. I will if you tell anybody about today. Huh. Hi, honey. You want your attention? My mother's the daughter of the mistress. How do I talk to her? How do I approach her? Where's Elfie? What should I do? I need to consult with my sisters. Hmm. Now that we don't have the scroll, let's see. Do we run into anybody else? I want to check that well area again. Um, okay, so won't let me do that. Um, should be one more south. Right. I tell you, it'll work. Everything's easy peasy for you. Have you ever thought about the future? Things to come, souls under the roots, souls above the roots? No. This again. How long will you argue? As long as it takes. Start listening to what you're being told. More bickering, more discord. But I bring good tidings. I can only hope we'll cheer the restless sisters. Oh, Curve, good night. I see you're holding a smile. You figured an answer for us. Yes, but first you have to ask our sparrow about her wonderful message. Stop it. As if yours is any better. Exactly. Better. Much literally. Much better. Have you both found a solution? You don't even need to ask Lyra. She's made up some nonsense and is happy with it. Nitwit. Stop picking on me. Kerfil, tell us what you've come up with. Uh, I want to hear what's on her mind first. Here we go. Stop interrupting, please. I'm not talking about the madness you've been thinking. You don't understand anything. I'm the eldest. I have lived through the sunset. There's no doubt in my mind, zero doubt, that this won't work. It won't work, will it? No, no. You're not the only one here who lived through the sunset. And besides, I'm more familiar with the nature of witchcraft. Do you remember the Great Duration is about? Naturally. You're right then. You can take a risk and do the ritual as three. During it, we earn beautiful power from the source, but we'll have to drink for the four of us. However, just think of what we'll be capable of. Her suggestion is, just imagine it, drink enough of the potion to make our guts boil. Quarter more of black tar for each. 1/3. That's only a third more. I've already counted it. You know, even a small cup can kill sisters during dormition. Yes, remember, Lucia, Curve was just a tiny girl back then. You should remember how she was seen off. It only happens to sisters that are still weak of body. Those who happen to have the remission in their 10th year or earlier. We are stronger, probably more resilient. Imagine the power we'll gain. I swear to you, we'll be able to. Nonsense. I have no idea. Sorry, nonsense. You have no idea. You don't know how it works at all. Um, you know how this is going to end, don't you? I'm afraid we'll perish in the end. However, there's a chance at least one of us will be blessed by the earth and given the strength to survive. Even better suggestion would be to hope that the devouring spirits will show mercy when they see us on our last breath. We'll all surely die. You can't even imagine the agony. All creations of Mother Nature will wake up hearing our screams. And then what? We throw our legacy away? Your precious new incantations will fade into oblivion. Wonderful. We're just delaying the inevitable for no reason. Mm, um, again, so the whole idea of like, oh, it's a cycle that they have to do these rituals to protect the village, and the idea that like, there were enough witches in the past to do it, but now since it's only come down to the four or now three, the idea of sacrificing themselves would only be pushing it down the line, and then there would be no way to protect the village after that. Um, because there is no guarantee about the rebirth. Like the whole idea of her finding out that one of them was probably reborn um, is like startling enough just for one. So I feel like she wouldn't really want to do like a major sacrifice like this, considering um, that there aren't any other witches besides possibly just the one. Um, let's listen to the other ones. Time to tell us how your idea is better. I'm afraid you won't like it. I bet. Why do I feel like your idea is completely insane? After long contemplation, I've come to the conclusion you will not be able to hold the dormition. Will only anchor the spirits, like stirring a beehive, and we won't accomplish anything good. So we should give up? Think it's not worth a try? Pretty much. We'd be doing all of us to death. Hmm. She hasn't said what she wants to do yet. Are you serious? You still care about them? You're so kind-hearted, it's sickening. When was the last time you heard a kind word in your direction? They can barely stand us. They whisper behind our backs with the vile rites we perform. How we bring illness to livestock, to soil, that we honor the death goddess with gifts. Is that a reason to condemn everyone to torment? And betray our sacred ritual too? When was the last time you gave me a kind word? I can't remember. Hmm. Unlike our soft-hearted sparrow, can't wait for us to die in agony. I suggest you put us all out of our misery. That's not true at all. Stop making things up. You were the one who suggested we choke on the fiery black tar, so the village will be saved. Should any of us die in the process, your plan will turn into a nightmare, and not just for us. We'll be the ones to get off easy and having to witness the awakening of the goddess. Will just be a treat for the spirits. You must realize what fate awaits the living. I believe we can do it. I never thought I'd call you a fool, but you certainly are one. I can't believe how completely irresponsible you are. Cut it out. I'm trying to save everyone. Oh, you're a saint. Can't wait to join the ranks of the martyrs, to have your lovely curls, ears, and fingers dispersed among the superstitious fools. We have decisively lost long ago. The mistress of horns and roosts destroyed us, killed and skinned us, and thus doomed the entire village. The only solution here is to put us all out of our misery. Me and you and everyone else, even the accursed mistress, damn her. I say we pour the night's milk into the wells, reward the fellows with a good night's sleep and a peaceful journey underground. That's madness. That's monstrous, Fafna. I don't recognize you. I see evil in your face now. As I suspected, you two stubborn ghosts still haven't realized where we are. I know you don't have the guts, like. I'm sorry. Um, you're going to give up on your foolish idea on the eve of the dormition. You still remember what happened last time? I can see it in your eyes. And I still remember your sobbing nightmares that didn't stop week after week, and you care. You still don't seem to have changed. Still the same adventurous and fable hungry, mindless girl you were 5 or 10 years ago. You said enough bad things today. Pray the stars haven't heard them. Now listen to what I've learned. Right, go on. I'm all ears. I took my brother's advice. You told him you revealed the essence of the Dormition. Mm, I spared the details. So I took my brother's advice and turned to Little Grave. You spilled the beans, you blabbering goat. Can't you keep your mouth shut? Have you calmed down? Can I continue? Just don't listen to her. No, you need to be here. I feel like you decided to take on the burden of being the eldest of the non-bloods. Or are you just forgetting yourself, sister? You don't get to call the shots here. But I'll really just say, out of respect for the departed witches, Ivan might be alive. The first unborn? Alive? I don't believe it. It can't be. Oh, she's your mother. How many times have I told you she's not dead? I dreamt of her the other day. But no, why would we listen to withered Vavna? There's no point. We don't need it. No, it's utter nonsense. So, she must be living in the village somewhere. Yet no one's seen her? She must be going by a different name. Don't make things up. No one of us has ever fallen so low to contemplate such a thing, an act truly worthy of ostracism. Curve, you can't be mistaken, can you? There's no mistake. Apusia, who thinks herself heir to the throne of horns, actually belongs to our circle. Wish I could believe it. Sorry, but that's impossible. There's no doubt that either you or the priestess are confused. Oddly enough, I sense seeds of truth in these words. Unless you've been fooled, it's our only chance to avoid sacrifices. Even if it's true, they won't let you set foot in the heiress's cell. Are you ready to take the wrath of fate for concealment? The mistress looks down from heavens with her eyes. All be revealed to her. If this was true, she would have vindicated our kind. She knows not of the fate of men. She is blind. The gods have deprived her of the sacred eyes and left her with anger-filled eye sockets. They left her sent to the hall, chambers of the mistress, condemning yourself to the wrath of fate, the wrath of gods. Curve, my dear sister, think of what will happen after death. Conscious deceit is an unforgivable vice. Your brother, bound to you by fate, the kindred stock will be affected. But if you're willing to go there, to sacrifice your soul, I will yield to your desire. You're suggesting I handle this alone? Why don't you help me? We're like owls. Our aspirations will only cloud your resolve and become hindrance. All I can do is cast incantation of favor, so the mistress will surely listen to you. The rest lies upon your shoulders. I'll give you some of my own luck. You don't seem to need any more. So be it. We'll do it on your way. If we don't succeed, we'll turn to my solution. No. In that case, we'll just have another unending discussion, as we always do. A couple of days should be enough. Come back when she refuses to listen to you. And in the event she agrees, which I doubt, her initiation is also your concern. Take my good luck. Huh. So I think I'm gonna end it here for now. Um, my cat wants more attention. So we'll um I just want to make sure it's saved. Um, hi. But yeah, we will end it here for now. I don't know how many chapters are in this. Um, giving him scritchings because he just came and lay down next to me. But we will continue another day. Um, so to go over what we've learned so far. Um, so a previous witch who was the main character's mother apparently may have been reborn. We don't know the details of how that would have happened, considering that witches are forbidden from being reborn. Um, going through the rebirth, right? Um, Besides that, the main character consulted with their brother about what to do. Um, and Littlegrave, the priestess, who couldn't really give any details. Um, then the only information we were able to get was through interacting with the scribe's assistant and then the stargazer. So there's numerous people that have different bits of information or have an idea of what's going on, but um, there's a lot of secrets, and it's again kind of based on how they have their society set up, where if you're in a specific group, you need to keep the secrets of that group. Um, and there's certain things that you're allowed to do and not allowed to do in the society here. Um, we also saw that because of their ritual sacrifices, when they get past a certain age, that many of the um, children actually have jobs in the village, not just as apprentices, but as like actual um, actual jobs. Um, just despite their ages, um, and that there's also again, like we saw here, more variations of spiritual paths. So we saw like the girl by the tree. Um, I forget what her um, specific title was, um, or what her exact. We didn't really get details on her exact role, but apparently that's another path that people can take in the village. And then there's the stargazer. So yeah, there's all these different levels, um, and again the interactions between the witches and um, their goddess is still confusing to me. How they keep referring to her and yet kind of have this negative view of her. Um, it kind of feels more like they're they're viewing themselves as being put on a path to keep her contained more than worship her, if that makes sense. I'm also concerned with the the things that they talk about ingesting. So the witches, when they talk about not just the stuff for the main rituals, but when she keeps bringing up these berries um, to feel an infusion of magic, and I'm wondering how that mechanic is going to come in because it gives you the option to either eat a berry or to refuse. Um, and so far, I've done it twice, I think. So perhaps the next time I'll skip it because I feel like if she, it's going to be one of those things, and this is just me theorizing, um, but I feel like if you keep refusing, let's say, um, then eventually you'll just feel too weak to perform the rituals. But at the same time, I feel like if it went the other way and she ate every single time of these berries, that it would um, maybe overload her with some kind of toxin or um, something altering her mind too much to focus and overwhelm her that way. So I'm trying to see like if maybe I could do an in between where sometimes she'll eat a berry and then other times she won't, and see what happens there. Um, but yeah, that's it for now, and I will say goodnight. My cat is calmed down now that he's cuddling next to me. I hope you have a good night. I hope your fur babies are doing well. I hope the weather is okay wherever you are. Um, it's kind of been back and forth here. So, have a good night. Be well, be safe, and we will continue this another day.